At 7:31. Rise for pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag for the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Delay taking our
Steve's here.
yeah, Steve just came. So
Really slow.
yeah, roll call. So Robert May is here, Mike Fritz is here, Greg Zawal is here, Derek Rose is here, Amanda Musso is here, Davey Eggert is not here, Steve Geibel will be walking in a second, Tori Zana is here, Pam Stevens is not here. Are we expecting her, or was she
No, she's on
vacation? And then the Reverend Michael Brenton is in Chicago, Warren Lubenow is here, and Joe London, our Esquire, is here. So we can wait about a minute here, Steve, as soon as Steve comes in, because we'll look for a motion to approve the minutes. Is there any, we can't do any action until we have a quorum, but well, certainly you can read the minutes right now and see if there's any additions, corrections, revisions. Okay, sorry, we do have quorum. So,
You gotta do the pledge first.
so is there a motion to move approve the minutes as presented?
Motion.
Second, move and second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Approval and payment of bills. Before you will see payment of bills from general fund of $181,798.92. From liquid fuels, you'll see $7,618.32. Sewer fund is $27,456.04. No disbursements from EMS or the fire tax fund. Is there a motion to approve the consolidated payment of bills as of July 8th?
So moved.
Second. Motion moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. So we'll now have the treasurer's report. So fund balances as of June 30th, of our general fund, we have $539,011.69. Liquid fuels is $146,376.35. Fire tax is $14,627.53. EMS tax has $19,586.07. Sewer fund is $255,291.04. We have in our reserve account $347,100.02. So you'll see a total fund balance of $1,321,992.70. We have a general fund escrow account of $15,000 set aside. And we also have a loan balance for 135 North Prospect Street at $563,734.57. Is there a motion to accept and file for audit the consolidated treasurer's report?
So moved.
Second.
Motion been moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. Public comment, none coming in from the internet, seeing none here, we'll move on to Borough Engineers Report. Was there a submitted report by Pamela? Is there any questions on it?
I don't think there was anything new.
Nothing new? We'll move on to solicitor.
Okay, it's actually actual litigation, and we'll talk about that in executive session, so it's potential litigation, but it's the St. Lawrence, Mount Penn Borough Municipal Authority, Borough of Mount Penn litigation. There have been preliminary objections filed with the complaint. My intention is that we should file an amended complaint, and we'll talk about that further in executive session, but no action is going to be needed on it. There's some other developments I want to talk about too. The other issue is the Comcast franchise agreement. I've had two Teams calls with Janet Steiner, who is the local Comcast representative. And she's provided me with a sample agreement, for a 10-year franchise agreement, 5% franchise fee. And we've been talking about certain items that I would like to see in our agreement. I'd asked, for example, about customer service standards that I believe belong in these agreements, service credit if cable is out for a certain amount of time, and window for service with technicians. And I have seen franchise agreements that contain these, so they're not outrageous to ask for. The complimentary service issue, the FCC doesn't allow it as part of an agreement without attribution to the franchise fee. But that enforcement of that has been up in the air. So if that becomes enforced, it may become a cost for service taken out of the franchise fee. Our current agreement ends in November of 2026. I'm optimistic that we'll have we'll have it done well before that. So I think that the sample agreement with minor changes.
Can you explain how we can sign a 10-year agreement?
How we can sign a 10-year
As compared to like when we do trash and things like that?
This is considered a proprietary function as opposed to a governmental function. So you can bind future boards. You can't bind future boards in what are considered governmental functions. Trash collection, for example, would be considered governmental. Cable service would be proprietary, something that it's a service that's provided, but it's not a government type of service. So, and not only that, federal law provides for these franchise agreements under the Telecommunications Act. So I believe that an agreement that binds future boards is fully legal.
All right,
And-
Mayor? Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
anything else?
that's all I
Yeah.
have, yeah.
Mayor,
Okay.
you can let the chief speak for the police commission on the
You
side.
can, because I just have nothing new to report.
As do I. So I was hoping she had some notes.
Well, I do have one question for you, which is really insignificant, but it just popped out on the June 2026 report. Just look, I always look at the figures, and I see we had some disorderly conduct, and I just wonder, are we having a problem?
No, and that could be a number of things. There's no particular problem. How many are on there?
6.
6?
Is that our new road crew or something like that?
That could be
Could be.
the new guy.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. No, that could be any number. That could be
Not
any,
the new guy.
that could be any number of things, but it could range from just nuisance calls, like, you know, like, these will probably show up in July, but like fireworks calls and things like that.
That's what I thought.
It runs a range, but there's nothing going on in St. Lawrence that's like a spike in anything in particular, so
Good.
no, it's
That's
just,
good to hear.
it's just a wide range of what disorderly conduct is for that report, so, no, nothing earth shattering.
We're all good.
Well, I'm hesitant to ever say we're all good, but,
Down here.
everything's status quo, so, yeah.
Okay.
No one's getting in a fight at the Elm Street level?
I don't know.
Raining on my way here today, the chief's sitting right there.
What did I miss?
The
We're gonna
Elm
rename
Street-
it Greg Avenue.
Yeah.
The what?
Elm Street lights and lots of.
It never cycles, so.
Oh, yeah.
Changes
It
for
doesn't cycle.
I've seen it, yeah, I've seen it, yeah. Is there a work order to fix it, or?
It's in progress.
Oh, this is fixed.
It's a timing issue. It just- that's how-
I've noticed that, I don't often come off Elm Street much anymore, but going by and it's fine, but coming off Elm Street takes a while, yeah, so.
Some people it works great for. Others, it works great for me.
What's the trick? Well, can tell us the trick, so.
It's the timing, when you get there, I think.
Trade secret, you can't get it.
Yeah.
I think if
You got a monopoly on
Put a button in my pocket and push.
Yeah, there you go, yeah, you got the bypass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else you'd like to address with us?
No, I mean, just informally, I would like to just say to everybody, I appreciate the support that St. Lawrence always gives our department, for, years and always and consistently, but even more so this last month or so since we lost Officer Yeager, you guys have been tremendous as always, so, I just want to mention that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, from my department. The support was tremendous, and I greatly appreciate it. And, from letting us use the venue here to have our peer support group that we had. Mike even came in with pretzels for us. That was unexpected. So, no, just an overall general thank you so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, the support consistently before all this, and then since especially, it's been tremendous. So, But any questions of me, I'm here, I know, I don't get to meetings here very much, I know you don't require me to be here as much, so that's probably why I don't get to many meetings, but, if you ever need me here, please request me, I'll try to come in when I can, but make myself as available as I can, but if there's any questions of me, please, there's nothing, nothing I feel need to discuss that's pressing or anything, except for those disorderly conduct that are
Get that.
jumping off the page.
Yeah.
But
So-
if there's any questions, please.
Mayor, have you talked to the chief about next June 17th for our celebration or
May
anything?
22nd.
May 22nd?
We're gonna do that right now, so thank you for those kind words, we appreciate you.
Does he need to cancel like all, vacation and time off? So we can have a full
Absolutely, we
squad?
need all hands on
Throngs of people coming in to celebrate St. Lawrence?
The good thing is, May's good, it's before everybody goes away, so you're doing it at the right time, so we'll have people for the dunk tank, yeah, we already got some volunteers. I'm gonna resist that for as long as I can.
Oh, you're definitely.
I'm gonna resist that for as long as I can, and try to get some younger.
Disorderly.
I might be that disorderly, yeah.
One thing I,
Okay.
get back to Kristen, I mentioned last month, I believe it's her department photo. I think the flag is in the background. I would like, if there's a digital file on that,
Yeah,
we would like to have one made.
oh, certainly, yeah, we'll jot that down.
And just send it to Amanda.
Okay, yes,
We have a
that's,
plaque before.
oh, that's awesome, you guys are tremendous, so, yeah, that'll definitely.
And Derek has something else I think he wants to mention.
Well, if you're gonna stick around, but, the Borough of St. Lawrence, by, I guess, Kristen's family kind of instigated this idea of putting together a memorial for her at the Borough Playground.
Yes.
I'm not sure you were aware of that.
I heard about it and I saw it on the agenda, so
Okay.
I read ahead, I'm sorry, I'm really surprised.
Really?
Yeah, that's tremendous, that's amazing. I know she grew up here and she went to the playground, right? Like yeah, so I know this is especially,
Well, the bench is here, if you want to see it. It's
It was
over there.
brought up and it was, they wanted to do some of her friends who also, their kids and everyone goes to the playground now, had mentioned it, and they were gonna do like a fundraiser, but we had said the borough will just take care of that. So we're gonna do they want the family one a maple tree. So it's gonna be a bright, vibrant, here's a picture of it. It's more orange than red, cause this one I liked was red blaze and I checked with their friends.
oh, wow.
So it'll just be very bright, vibrant colors.
That's
And then-
fitting,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then the bench will go under it with a plaque
Okay.
with it. And I was hoping, talk to Reverend Benetham, let everyone know, and we'll do like a blessing of the tree.
Yes.
Once it's planted, then no one's gonna go.
No, that's great, thank you. Yeah, just give me a date and I'll get the word out to everybody.
Yeah.
That's very nice, thank you so much. That's tremendous. Yeah, like I said, you guys have been tremendous.
Still have the centennial that I'd like to talk about, and I'm going to invite.
Chief, you can leave any time now.
No, we need to be here for
You-
this.
The evening's off should be, safe, so.
I'd like to
You
invite
want me to go on and tell
Amanda.
You don't have to stay for.
No, I'm here, I'll stick around for a little bit, but if you guys wanna start talking about me, I can leave.
We'll do it in front of you, it's fine.
Yeah, that's why I prefer that anyway, it's my
But we're
people.
gonna have Amanda fill us in on the latest.
Okay, the last meeting we had was good. We did send out, some, checks to get down payments for some of our, the toiletries, hand washing, obviously. The tent, stage, we have to pay next year. But that's all set up. The bands are all set up, music, all of that is already in the works, set up, ready to go. So,
Do we have a formal agreement with the diocese to use the stadium? Should we?
We have an email and we are planning to go over once, we've been speaking, I can't think of his name, we've been speaking with him. I spoke to him personally.
Bill Hess?
Bill Hess, that's who it is. And once we gather, and we're pretty well solid now, we're gonna go over and we have a map. We're gonna run everything by him.
I think that drawing that was made,
mhm,
once you have the proximity of everything,
yeah,
it might be
everything's
nice
all
to meet
done.
Bill down there and say, this is what we were thinking.
Okay.
Solicitor, you want to make sure you get looped in once this, so we have a piece of paper that sort of talks about what our responsibilities are, if they need a certificate of insurance from us, and
They
the
do.
They
typical.
do. Yeah, they
Everybody
do.
talks to our insurance agents.
Yeah.
our
And so
attorneys,
does
our
the
insured.
Insured,
Okay, Corey.
Additionally
yeah,
insured.
If you could call me, let me know what it is, have they sent over, they haven't sent over any kind of an agreement, have they?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
He just told us we would need the certificate of insurance. I know Chief Ray had spoken to him, and then after that, I had called him, and everything is fine. And I text him the date, so.
It still behooves us to have a nice piece of paper.
Yeah, no, we are-
That was just a simple 1 or 2 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are gonna go over, it's just we were waiting, since we only meet once a month and it's kind of early.
Mhm.
But we are finally getting a little bit more solid, so.
Okay, we'll have Mr. Hess call me, when you're ready to draw something out.
Did we have anything we needed to ask Joan or council?
We have bobbleheads or anything?
No,
Okay.
That would be cool.
no, they're everything's too expensive.
And we decided, we decided not to get t-shirts to sell, just t-shirts for the volunteers.
Yeah, I think at this point, because they're talking $28 a shirt to pay ahead of that, yeah.
Mm.
That's for the 2 color.
That's for the 2 color.
Yeah.
And that's
multicolors.
a base price. We haven't worked in like bulk pricing or anything, or single color if we want to just have like basic t-shirts, stuff like that.
With the logo on
Is that Dave?
It was not, I don't know who that was.
Yeah,
So,
you want me to-
it's expensive.
it? You wanna check with my daughter, see if she has any contacts anywhere?
Michaels?
That was through an online,
That was the
So,
cheapest online.
like Lucky Squirrels.
I'm suggesting you talk to Michaels, just even if we push them aside, just
And
to
even
keep
if not for
everything
t-shirts,
Yeah.
maybe there's something else.
else, right?
Or he can help us with something.
Yeah.
I
We
mean,
did get
he's
some-
ready.
We got a couple of donations. I did send out letters to a lot of the local businesses to ask for some donations to support. We got a few, not a lot. It's also far out there.
Can you
so.
put that on your financial report next month?
How many donations?
What the money in the fund, so we just keep that to
What do
the
you
side.
want?
Okay.
No, just a
The
separate
budget.
accounting of what money's in there versus stuff like that.
Oh, you're gonna have that as a separate spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Not really general fund stuff, but it's,
Right.
it's on funding.
yeah, it's dedicated from general.
And I believe, Amanda, you are keeping a spreadsheet based outlining everything. Yeah, it's a really good spreadsheet.
Do you have one with the budget, ins and outs?
Can hardly wait.
And yeah, it's good. It'll be fun. It'll be
Oh,
fun.
it's gonna be fun.
Is that it?
That's all.
Thanks so much.
You done?
Finance, Borough Manager.
Well, my report is in the packet, if you want to browse that over. Q2, all the stuff is taken care of, payroll, reporting. After Q2, I kind of took basically a look through for how the rest of the year would play out if all the numbers added up for the general fund. And so far, we're going to be way ahead of our budget as far as,
Way heavy underspent
Yeah.
than authorized to spend.
if everything went the same way as it's going right now, our original anticipation was only having $80,000 left in the general fund. We're projected to have about 240 at this point, if everything stays on track.
Shoot for the moon on your celebration,
Yes.
since it's gonna be a carryover.
Fireworks it is.
The answer is no to everybody. You want something? No.
We didn't ask
We'll work on that. As of Q2, we've collected 95% of the taxing for the real estate taxes, and we actually got a couple of ones right after the July 1st deadline, so we're probably right at 97% collection rate.
Which is about par for the past 5 to 6 years, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, you can't ask for much more in a budget standpoint from that. And everything else, if you want to zoning, code local.
No, you wanna go motion to healthcare plan?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. So healthcare plan for 2026, 2027. We're gonna stick around with the same plan. The increase is about 6%. We shopped around to different providers like Geisinger, Highmark. They're national level carriers, so there's a larger issue with in-network, out-of-network coverages, so the coverages become worse for the employees. And so for us to stay competitive, especially in the hiring market, being able to provide better healthcare, healthcare is, in my eyes, paramount for what we offer as benefit.
So you need a motion to authorize the renewal with our current healthcare provider based on the rates you got for 2026, 27?
Yeah.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Which was moved and seconded to to enact the healthcare plan renewal for 2026, 2027. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Borough codes.
2 residential zoning permits were processed, 1 commercial zoning permit, 8 UCC permits were processed. We had a meeting with our building code enforcement officer, Rick Olszewski. We're gonna streamline our permitting process so that there's not several different permits. We're gonna break everything, or we're gonna condense everything down into 1 permit that covers everything, building, electrical, mechanical, plumbing, so that when someone comes in and asks for a permit, it's just a single page. They don't have to get a permit for each one.
It should be smoother for the citizen or contractor coming in, because then he can then see electrical, plumbing.
And our old permits used to be 2 to 3 pages, whereas now it's a single page. All the information he needs is now condensed down, so it's not a bunch of stuff that people get confused looking at the forms with. And then I did reach out to Tracer. We have a pause on that, and right now they're tentatively gonna pause our payment plan until we figure out if we're gonna actually move forward with that or not. So we won't have to pay for that for the rest of, if we don't use it or you do use it. And then we sent out 1 warning letter for vegetation overgrowth on Harvey Road. That was tentatively corrected, but we're gonna keep our eye on that in case it causes more issues in the future.
Sounds good. Dave's not here for public safety, emergency management, public works. Logan's not here. Do we go to his?
Well, so Logan Wood resigned as of July 5th, and that was accepted.
We got a job as a welder somewhere now, Kentucky. Is that where they're sending?
No, Rose Corporation in the city, but they're
Oh.
shipping them off
Yeah.
for projects.
He's back in the private sector. So now Public Works will default back to Mike for any questions or anything, you know, any concerns.
Mike's not taking any questions.
Mike's not taking any questions.
And so you had some candidates previously that you reached out to, or
Right
trying to
now-
fill that?
Right now, we have 3 candidates that are of interest. One of them is tentatively probably gonna get, or he's gonna get an offer letter to see if, you know, if he.
Still has interest.
Everything works out.
Yeah.
So I would say in the next 7 to 10 days, we'll have another Public Works employee, as long as everything checks out on boards, no one
Yeah.
backs out. There is a discussion in here that we talked about for the past month or so. As we get further into the summer and the growing season starts to close, there's been a discussion about rehabbing the community gardens. And I know Warren's here. Some of the discussion about that has been about maintaining that area, making it more efficient to maintain, kind of consolidating some of the gardens so they're not all being used, and trying to make a uniform garden up there. That way it's not different structures, different types of barriers. I know some of them have covered, like, weed covers or weed blankets, some of them don't. So we're talking about trying to rehab that out of the growing season, basically take the skid steer up there and try to take all the gardens out and then put new ones in. Maybe depending, we're not sure how many gardens are actually used up
Yeah,
there.
they use only, like, they get half a dozen at the most. I think. You,
Well, it is a safety hazard, it is a mess.
yeah.
It has,
You think it's
it's gotta be tore out and
So-
done from the.
What happened to the
fresh.
pickleball court?
That's in the grand plan. That's coming up.
And you have to make it more serviceable as far as cutting the grass. There's stuff, I guess it's a compost pile that was in that corner.
Yeah.
That has actually taken over the fence.
Yep.
Yep. That needs to leave. There's stuff behind the bathhouse, the bathrooms. That stuff's been stacked there for years.
So you want to come back maybe next month and say, hey, an optimal size would be this, size of a plot versus how many should be up there, and then see how that comes, sort of shakes out?
Well, there may be a more basic question first is, how much longer are we gonna have a community garden? I know Mary Ann is at the point of not wanting to coordinate it much longer. She's like, I think this is my last year.
So is it default to Steve then?
I
I
don't know, you know.
Dave Lou's gonna be shaking in his grave over this, you know?
It'd be a haunted community garden.
Can't we
I'll
put a
ask her.
playground
Yeah.
over there?
Is it just mostly you guys and maybe someone else or?
Yeah, and a couple of them are Exeter residents and stuff that are.
Was there anybody over at the apartment buildings?
No,
Gross.
anymore.
Good. you know?
Can't we put playground equipment or something?
Well, I think in the grand
volleyball?
scheme, what Dave's been working on with Pam, that, you know, that whole thing gets sort of
Right.
revised and the guards disappear, I think.
I will say, this is more of a short-term solution that won't cost the borough much of anything.
Okay.
Because right now, it's year after year, like maintenance, I mean, the weeds growing through the blocks, and you're trying to weed
Yeah,
out the
and
blocks.
it's terrible for the gardeners also, it's,
And the materials all through the, like, there's walkways that are stone, but then they're not, and then you have the weed barriers that are sticking up out of the stone, so if you take them
Yeah,
over,
it
it rips the
was-
weed barrier out.
it was the Scouts project for his Eagle Scouts back 25 years ago or so.
Well, I had pitched, take all the stuff out, put it back to green space initially. Put maybe 4x10s in, make enough room that you can mow around them, you can walk around them, and for accountability and responsibility, maybe there ought to be a deposit, because leaving your stuff just lay at the end of the year, what do you get? Go up there and look at it, with the exception of ones that are freshly planted.
Let's see how much interest by next month or by September comes about, and may end result be sort of rehabbed, where nothing else gets put back in, and then see what
Yeah, you may need like
back feed comes
half
in.
a dozen or so gardens, but it's,
Yeah.
But I would keep them
Grass.
separate to make it more manageable and
Yeah.
Yeah.
keep it clean.
Could we have the children from the playground plant some things, or have
oh,
one
sure.
container as a?
But
Not unless there's an iPhone there somewhere for them, I don't think.
I mean, it's in every, you know, newsletter,
Charging station.
there's, you know, anybody who wants a garden, contact.
And they'll.
Amanda, next newsletter.
No,
Talking
there
about-
has been.
Well, I'm talking about, we're talking, looking at rehabbing the garden area. Have any comments?
Oh, no.
Then see what happens. I'm not saying we're gonna entertain all comments,
Yeah,
we're
I'm
just not
gonna
gonna
say,
see.
I can't wait for that.
I'm sort of setting it up so when it gets bulldozed over, you know, and then everybody comes in with pitchforks. We said, we said it
I
just-
did see someone notice cut the long grass that was there, but they left 2 trees. You know,
Where?
The far beds that are all overgrown.
Toward,
Oh, in the
toward the
beds.
property on the east? I think those are growing into the fence.
Yeah.
No,
I think he's talking about garden bed.
the garden beds.
Oh, yeah.
There's 2
Well, it's
like
that,
big trees.
the borough's never touched those just because it's
Oh, no.
like no man's land, if you don't know who's doing
Oh,
what.
someone did.
Yeah.
We thought it was, I saw Mary Ann over there one morning. She thought it was someone from the borough that cut 'em.
That planted them for,
No, that,
oh, cut
the
them.
ones that were.
Wait till September and it's chainsaw time.
And
See what happens.
those compost piles, that stuff that grew over from the outside, that
Oh,
wasn't.
gosh.
Yeah, it wasn't in the compost, right.
All right, we'll move forward on that.
Anyhow, that's.
Mike, anything about the library?
No,
Nothing on joint comp plan?
Everything was working.
We had a planning commission meeting back several weeks ago, and the planning commission meeting recommended that we approve the joint comp plan as it was presented.
Do we need to do that tonight then?
Yeah,
Number 4, there is a motion for it.
Okay, we'll wait till new business to do that.
yeah.
Great. And municipal lands, anything else?
I'll make, same comment I made to you is, it was brought to my attention, I looked at it, somebody from, I can't remember the name of the name of the outfit, but he goes around to all the various trails and stuff in the state, and he videos them. And he did a 37-minute video through the borough land, but he also went through a number of private properties. And he calls it the St. Lawrence, the secrets of the St. Lawrence Quarry or something like that.
More clicks that way.
Yeah, I don't, did I send it to you, Derek, or no?
I did not see this.
Okay, you did not. I know I sent it to Greg.
Yeah.
So I can send it out to everybody, and see what.
And you plan to invite him back in the fall maybe for with the
Well,
leaves down?
as he's doing this walkthrough, he goes, whoa, look at this spring house. I don't know nothing about this. This is a fantastic area. I know nothing about this. And he went down to the Levan Estate where the old house used to be. Whoa, look at this, look at the dam. Boy, I wish I knew what this was all about. So, I was talking to
So
Bob.
answers to the secrets of the St. Lawrence
So
Quarry.
I sent him an email saying if you'd like information about it, here's my email address, get in touch with me. I haven't heard from him yet, so, but, anyway,
Sounds good?
yeah.
Dave's not here for recreation, planning commission. We talked about the comp plan, and that was the only action item from the planning commission. I
That
guess.
was the only agenda item, and I don't believe there's one for this coming
No.
month, there's nothing coming up.
Zoning and planning, we have nothing coming, correct? All right, then we'll move on, general comments, any comments from the public? We have announcements, all public meetings are held at St. Lawrence Borough Municipal Building located at 135 North Prospect Street. Changes to office hours, borough office will be open for normal business hours the rest of July and August. So, any old business? Hearing none, we'll go to new business. Enter an LED street lighting agreement with First Energy Pennsylvania Electric Company, Med-Ed, for a 10-year term. So they're phasing out all the high-pressure sodium lights, and they're gonna convert them all to LED. And we will get a cheaper electric cost because of that?
Yes.
That'll be across the entire borough,
All of this, so they're all the Med-Ed owned streetlights, so all the ones that are on wooden poles are owned by Med-Ed. And Med-Ed has stopped buying and, replacing any of those high-pressure sodium fixtures that are on those poles. They're just now converting them all over to LED at no cost to the borough. Now, before we get into that motion, did you get a chance to look at that agreement?
I know, I haven't had a chance to look at it.
Okay.
So we'll throw it over to Joan, and we'll sort of act on it at our next meeting?
Well, why don't you do this, why don't you approve it pending my review?
Because I want to get maybe a little bit more specific than what I hear is in it, like, at what point does the tariff change? Like at 50% the lights out, I don't want to wait till all 100% are out and, it's 95 for 5 years or something like that. So I'd like to see something very tight if possible on an agreement,
All right.
When do we get the reduced electric rate is what I'm looking at primarily.
All right.
That gives them an incentive too then, so.
It's true.
And if it's out online, if all my comments are out online, so.
So you're tabling that for,
Yeah, let's table that, that way gives Joan a chance to look at it, and if she can reach out, or if we can get some email answers or anything like that, so. She can say, Council President would like to know this, it's not my question, so. So number 2, memorial tree and plaque to be planted at the playground for Officer Kristen Yeager. So you wanna tell us,
We need a motion for it, a starter tree for one of those trees, I don't know how big it is.
it's a 2-inch, or it's a
2 to 4 inch diameter base,
yeah,
whatever it's like $400.
Okay.
How tall?
6 to 8 feet, I believe, was how big that tree would be.
Who will plant it?
Us.
road crew.
That guy right there.
The whole crew?
Well, you got a backhoe attachment on that.
Not for long.
I have someone that has a mini.
So do I.
Yeah.
So we need a motion
We need a
to,
motion to be able to
pay that and the plaque, so you need up to what, maybe $600 or something like that?
Well, can we go to something a bit more mature?
Those are the 2 sizes they gave us.
Those are the 2 sizes they gave us, I don't know if they
And I
go
say,
much
the
bigger.
2-inch was the biggest, it was 1.5 inches or 2 inch.
Yeah, for a starter tree, if you're getting to the other ones, I think you're probably gonna use like the thousands, I would think.
I don't know if you,
I don't even know if they
I'm not an arborist per se. I mean, we can ask them if you have like a 10-foot tree.
Would you?
Or a bigger diameter, but you still want authorization to spend X amount of money.
Yeah.
I'm-
Like,
so-
because she has to order it, it's like
Yeah.
a special order.
So if a 2-inch tree is 300.
4-inch tree might be 600.
6 or 8, and then plus the plaque.
Okay, so what do you want, $1,000?
$1,000,
Make a motion not to exceed $1,500 per purchase of a tree.
Second.
Plaque.
1,500, okay.
Are we
So
going
we're
to-
looking for what would be known as a big ass tree.
are we going to-
Yeah, out of curiosity, is that a native tree?
I don't think that scarlet is in fact, but, yeah, but that's what the family chose.
Oh, okay.
The family chose.
The family-
Yeah, that's what they thought would be nice.
They
Yeah,
wanted,
okay.
yeah, they wanted a maple,
The actual name's October Glory.
it's October Glory is what it's called, so it gets like bright orange.
Yeah.
and red.
Yeah, I have a list somewhere of all the Pennsylvania approved, trees and stuff
Would
like
it be
that.
beneficial to put maybe a 4-foot split picket fence, maybe 4-foot square around it to keep hands off of it? Just a thought.
Where's it gonna go? Well, we want all those details next month from the road crew. How's that sound? Where are you gonna plant it? Where's the plaque gonna be on it? It's gonna be hung around it?
Well,
Like
plaques
we're
gonna be
gonna
on-
think it's still chained?
On, so
On the-
there's a
on the-
bench
oh,
in
the
there.
bench.
The bench,
There's
gotcha.
a bench in there, we get a plaque for that.
The bench probably weighs a good 150 pounds, but we're gonna have it to the ground anyhow.
Yeah.
Okay. So is the bench gonna face the tree or
Probably
underneath
right
it?
underneath it, right next
Look
to
out.
it.
Behind it, I would
Yeah.
think.
Whatever.
Someone had said to me, the person who had talked to me about this, who had asked about it, said they thought that a good spot would be to the right of the entrance between the new picnic table and the bench. Haven't been down
There's not
there.
enough room there.
No? Okay.
That's where I put that bench from out back. When you get down the steps, you go around to go to the concession stand,
Yeah.
it sits right there on the radius. That's what the new bench is.
Okay.
There's not much room between there and
So
the bench.
across where you were talking about, I think would be good. Perfect spot then.
With that rotten stump that's there for digging, we can rip that stump out. It's an open, flat area there,
What it is.
Put it there.
just a thought, that's all it is.
So there was a motion, was it seconded up to $1,500 for this? Second, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. All opposed, motion passes. August 13th meeting date change, we will not meet quorum.
We have 2 missing members right now, guaranteed. Is anyone else not gonna be here? That they are 100% aware.
So we might as well stay and play it by ear, I guess.
At this point,
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
saves us cost of advertising everything until it becomes emergency, DEFCON 3, you know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everyone else is definitely gonna be here. Okay.
For the joint comp plan, was held on 24, they discussed all this. Better connect all communities by way of trail, whether it be by walking, biking, or using sidewalks, safe roads. Final plan sent to St. Lawrence Borough Planning Commission. Okay, there's always areas of improvement for sidewalks, we agree, after reviewing the plans, closing commission was to recommend approval. So what we need is a motion to approve 2 advertisements in the newspaper for a public hearing to adopt a resolution approving the joint comp plan at the next council meeting in August. Do we have can we have a public meeting at like 7:25
Our
PM?
council meeting can be the public
Oh,
hearing.
can we do that?
You can do that, that would be the first item on
Yeah,
your.
we still have to be advertised as such, all right. So our first item on our list will be the public meeting to discuss the joint comp plan. So is there a motion to approve advertisements for all this?
I'll make that motion.
Motion moved second to approve the public hearing minutes and everything, hearing date of our next meeting. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed, motion passed.
Who will advertise?
We'll let Amanda do that.
Ben? Okay, okay.
So Chief, that's it, we're gonna go into executive session so we can talk about
Tell me twice.
lawyer stuff.
Have a good evening.
No, I'm okay.
Hey, there's some ice cream in there and stuff, water.
Thank you, no, I'm good, thank you so much, thank you so much.
Adult
Good seeing
beverage?
you. Adult beverage, wait.
She said Mike's truck has it all.
I'll be out of Mike's truck, okay. No. Good seeing y'all, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good
Thank you,
night,
sir.
take care.
So we need a motion to go into executive session to discuss potential legal or actual legal action right now.
Motion. Second.
Motion moved second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion Out of executive session, there's two action items. Is there a motion to direct the solicitor to amend the complaint to St. Lawrence, not St. Lawrence, Mount Penn Borough as discussed in executive session?
So moved. Second.
Motion moved, second, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, motion passes. Second item discussed in executive session was a request by a employee to not be paid overtime per se, if he could have a comp time in lieu of getting payment for time beyond 40 hours or 8 hours a day. All those, and is there a motion for council for that?
Is that right? Or we should
I
put
thought it
that
I'm
as?
just gonna put it as a comp time special request or special exemption.
Yeah.
Per handbook.
Per the handbook,
Yeah, it's okay.
Overtime exemption,
right?
comp time.
Technically not
It's
overtime,
not
but
overtime.
it's okay.
Not, yeah.
Right, it's not overtime to 40 hours a week.
Correct.
Correct,
Right.
yeah.
It's time over what?
His normal.
Kind of-
His
Technically,
normal hours.
normal hours.
So
Either
what
time
it
over
means is
32.
the comp time is it straight time between 32 and 40 hours, and then at time and a half after 40 hours?
Which really would only apply if something terrible would happen or during the winter. So,
So is there a motion to
not trying to.
accept that request via the employee handbook exemption clause?
So moved.
Second motion moved, second, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed,
Aye.
one abstaining. Is there a motion to adjourn our meeting?
I move we adjourn.
I second.
Is there a motion moved and second? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye, all opposed, motion passes. Thank you for your time.
Well, we can be.
Wow.
And thank you
Record
for the
time.
ice
Almost a
cream.
Joffrey Creek show.
Dollar.
Hey, George.
With executive
Yeah.
session, it's still just barely.